Black people, after 1,000 years of experience with Europeans, continue to have faith in their humanity. We continue to have faith in their ability to treat us as human beings and not as subjugated African creatures. Why do we continue to make this mistake? Despite our historical experience with this race of enemies, it is because of the propaganda that is being thrust at us every second of the day by both black leaders, white leaders, black governments of Africa and around the world, white governments of Europe, America, around the world. In other words, we are bombarded every day with a message of integration. Now, the interesting thing about the message of integration that is being thrown at us every day is that that message never deals with economic integration, nor does it deal with the integration of power or authority. It is purely a social integration. Integration is a weapon used by Europeans against black people with no racial integrity or racial self-reliance about them. See, if you are proud of your racial stock, you are not interested in integrating with another group because you are fine all by yourself. But when you think you belong to a defeated people, when you believe that you belong to an inferior group of mankind, you do no longer want to be identified with that group because it is considered painful and shameful to do so. So you would prefer to integrate into a much stronger, more respected group of people, hoping that you could somehow amalgamate yourselves and assume the identity of that other people. And even more ridiculously, you're going to assume that those people will somehow, in the course of events, forget that you are an African. How in the hell can a European ever forget that you are an African? Number one, when he put you in slavery. Number two, phenotypically and physiologically, you look nothing like him. Number three, he has always been historically jealous of your accomplishments. And number four, you are the possessor of the dominant biological human gene. Homo sapiens sapiens' most powerful gene type is within the African. So for the European to forget who you are in any way, shape, or form, at any space or time, would be to set himself up for biological extermination. Genocide will become the natural order of things for the European if they were to freely integrate sexually and socially with African people. So the European, in an effort to protect self, must keep you out of the way. But because you have no love for self, and because we continue to want to be amongst the European, they have decided that since they can't keep us away from them because we keep on following them around because we worship them as a race of gods, they have decided on a program of extermination. So number one, the first principle